This, this, okay, what you just experienced is going to lead to this. The store of the future. Okay? Right?
Retail is changing rapidly, and brick and mortar stores face more challenges than ever, like these long lines. Let's follow this customer and see how the shopping experience is different with Fujitsu's RFID gate self-checkout.
Follow
At
closely.
first, he shops as usual. The aisles look the same. But notice how all items are pre-tagged with an RFID tag, eliminating the need for scanning individual barcodes at point of sale. Now that he's done shopping, it's time to check out.
Notice, pay attention on some of the groceries that you purchase if you find that tag. Okay?
And wait in a long line? Not so fast. Let's replace half the traditional checkouts with RFID gate checkouts with Palm Secure. Our shopper, of course, chooses to check out at the gate because there's no wait. To begin the checkout process, the customer pushes his cart into a vacant gate. The customer checks in with his palm using Fujitsu Palm Secure Palm Vein Biometrics. The screen welcomes him as a loyalty customer, asks him if he's ready to scan, and once confirmed, the scan begins. The gate will scan all items in the cart with an extraordinarily high accuracy. The customer will have multiple payment options on the screen, including cash, credit, debit, Google, and Apple Pay, as well as paying with his palm. Paying with your palm is fast, convenient, and hygienic. Once scanned, weighed, and paid, the gate opens, and the happy customer exits the store, not having had to wait in a long line. Now, let's reimagine this in a clothing store. As with the previous customer, this customer shops as she normally would. Notice how in an apparel store, all items have hanging RFID tags. Looks like she's ready to check out. The customer approaches a traditional point-of-sale checkout, complete with a daunting line. But wait, now the customer has another option. This customer also prefers not to wait in the long line, so she approaches the Mini Express self-checkout. Notice again how the customer does not have to remove items from her cart. She simply drops the basket in a slot and pushes the scan button. Once scanned, the customer is given multiple payment options. She chooses to pay with Palm, a quick and easy way to pay. The customer takes the receipt and is able to leave the store without any hassle. So why not go from this to this with Fujitsu's newest innovations that are reinventing shopping?
Hold on. Let me go back and see if I can get the other stuff I had on here too. Slovakia. I think that was it, wasn't it? No. There it is. Boom.
Listen to this. Instead of carrying your wallet in your back pocket or your purse, a tech company wants you to keep it under your skin.
All right, so let's explain here. Walletmore is selling microchips implanted in your hand as an alternate payment. Could this be the future? Maybe. Once you set up your card info in the company's app, look at this. It says payments could be as easy as swiping your hand over a card reader. Right now, chips are not sold in the U.S. Crazy.
Hold on.
Hard to misplace your hands, however. And soon your hand... Welcome back. When was the last time you wrote an actual check or bought something with cash? Swiping and tapping our cards and our apps are not just the easiest way to spend money, they're the safest way, unless, of course, we misplace our phones or our wallets, and then it's a nightmare. It is hard to misplace your hands, however. And soon your hand may be all that you need to buy anything that you can afford and many things that you can't. Because a company called Walletmore is developing a very teeny tiny chip. You see it there in the X-ray? That should creep you out. The chip is like the ones that are found in smart credit cards or debit cards. And the chip gets embedded just under your skin and makes your whole hand a credit card. Joining me now is Wojtek Perota. He's the CEO and founder of Walletmore. Okay, Wojtek, this is so futuristic and out there, but walk me through how it actually works.
Okay, so First of all, thanks for having me. Let's look at the chip as a super small card that you can use wherever contactless payments are accepted. So it's exactly the same NFC technology, which stands for near field communication, and therefore it can be used only for the near field communication payments. So therefore you cannot be tracked, you cannot be monitored, you cannot be spied with that implant because it's exactly the same technology as credit card.
So here's my worry, is that you can accidentally buy something by just having your hand too close to a machine, or you could accidentally have your data all stolen by shaking someone's hand, because a lot of times we protect our cards in cases that can't be penetrated. But if it's in your hand, it's really hard to do that.
It's not that simple, to be honest. First of all, you cannot lose money when you are shaking hands with anyone, because the implant is the passive tag and it doesn't have any internal source of energy, and therefore the only option to get the read of that implant is to put it in the near field of terminal. So therefore the other implant, which is inside of the other person's hand, is not capable of processing information. You need to have that source of energy, and only terminals that you can see at the moment are capable of providing that energy. So that's one thing. The other thing is that you definitely cannot lose your money because of the fact that you tap in a random place. Why? Because the implant is so small compared to the credit card. Normally, of course, when you tap the credit card, the terminal, it gets the read instantly. With the implant, it's a little bit different because you need to be super precise. And therefore, if someone is touching your hand, finding this perfect sweet spot, because that's how we need to look at it, you would realize at least 10 times that something is going on with your hand. So that's
do you have it? Wojciech, do you have it in your hand right now?
Yeah, of course. Actually, the X-ray that you saw was for my hand, and that's how it looks. On my hand.
So show me your hand. Is it possible to see it at all? It's just barely standing out, right? Like it looks like maybe a little like a scar.
Yeah, as you can see, I'm popping it a little bit.
Oh man, that's crazy. Did you have a doctor insert it?
Yeah, of course, that's part of the deal, because we are only building the implants, and when it comes to the installations, we want the whole experience to be as safe as possible, and therefore we built a network of partners all across Europe and the US. So therefore, if you are ordering an implant from our side, it's of course shipped to you, but then you need to schedule the appointment with one of the specialists who will just set it up for you. So
do you use it? Like, do you go up to a cashier and say, "Yeah, I'll just tap my hand"? And if that's the case, what's the reaction from the sales clerks?
Yeah, of course. I've been testing it myself since the very beginning. I have been the first person to get it installed, and reactions are pretty wild, to be honest. Sometimes people just don't care, but because when they are stuck in the office for like 10 hours, they just do not care. They just care about having the payment to be processed. But sometimes the reactions are really extreme, because when I tap my hand and there's clearly nothing here inside of the glove or anything else, anywhere else, they are just asking, how the hell is that possible? You need to have a watch somewhere down here in your shirt. But when I'm just taking it down and seeing and showing that, okay, there's nothing out there, then the conversation begins. But in most cases, it turns out to be like a positive conversation, because as long as explain how it works and what's actually inside, they're pretty much optimistic about it. So there is an instance.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's still a lot of regulatory. I mean, this is a long way before its mass market appeal, but it is really interesting to see that you're on the leading edge of this and that you're doing it yourself as your lead guinea pig. Wojciech Paprota, thanks so much for being on. I want to stay with you on this story to see how you do with the business. Thank you for watching.
Okay. Now, you've seen that, right? Okay. Now, let's go over here to Ecclesiasticus, chapter 27, verse 1. Oh, my God. Come on, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 27, verse 1. Many have sinned for a small matter, and he that seeketh for abundance will turn his eyes away. So the people know at the time that they're going to take this M.O.T.B, right? When they take it, they're going to know that they've done, and they'll think it's a small matter. They'll think it's just because, Esau, Edom is the devil the Bible speaks of. He cometh for not but for to steal, kill, and destroy, as it is said in John chapter 10, verse 10, right? He doesn't uphold the majesty of the Lord. He cannot learn righteousness, as it says in Isaiah chapter 26, verse 10. So he's going to back you into a corner and then make it convenient and push convenience, how easy it is. It's easy, it's harmless, anything to back you into that corner. Also, by pushing convenience at the same time, he's going to try to demonize you, try to make it seem like you're stupid, you're an idiot for not being a part and participating in their cashless society, right? Okay, now let's go over here to images. I think if I can get screenshots. Salakia. If I can find it. Right. You see what I'm saying? So this is the choice you're going to have, right? You can even, like it says in Revelation, right? Or Ecclesiasticus chapter 27, verse 2, right? As a nail sticketh fast between the joinings of the stones, so does sin stick close between buying and selling, right? Revelation, let's go there. Classic one, right? Revelation 13, verse 16. Okay? And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. So he's going to back you into a corner, Cut your water off, cut your electricity off. You can't make payments. When you go to your job, it's a biometric system set up. Okay? You can't get paid from your job for doing work unless you have this device put in your body. This is the way they're going. Okay? This is how he's causing it, backing you into a corner, putting you into a funnel, where you don't have a choice. He's eliminating all of your different options, right? And then by eliminating cash, paper money altogether, so where it's useless on a global scale, you can't buy anything or sell anything anywhere to participate in the cashless society, to be a part of their image or worship their image, right? He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. That's everybody. Doesn't matter if you're in jail. Doesn't matter if you're poor, homeless. If you're rich, you got money. Small, if nobody knows you. If you're great, movie star, movie actor, or famous basketball player. Doesn't matter. To receive a M.A.R.K. in their right hand or in their foreheads. Right hand, forehead. That's what Neuralink is. Neuralink is forehead. Verichip is right hand or left hand, doesn't matter, right? And that no man might buy or sell, save that he had the M.A.R.K. or the name of the beast or the number of his name. You see what I'm saying? So, these devils, man, they are wicked, man. And this is how they're going to put it in there, right? With this the karagma or karax, grapho. See this karax? Looks like a thing that you have to put in at a doctor's office, right? For your shots that you have to take. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Karagma is a marking or an etching in your body in this grapho. See how it applies to all of the different money? You have the radio frequency identification chip. It's got your passport, your credit cards, your biometrics, your digital ID, and your money all in one place. You see what I'm saying? And this is what these devils are up to, man. I'm telling you, they're wicked, man. These people, they can't be changed. And if you don't take part in their program, this is where they're going to put you. Right? Like it tells you in Revelation chapter 2, verse 10.
With the Dylan's app, you can always save big on your favorites with
Shalakia, people. Okay, I'm really trying here. Right? Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer, for behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, right? I just showed you a picture of the prison where they're going to put you. Okay? If you don't, okay, see, if you don't participate in their cashless society, this is where you're headed. Okay? Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. For behold, the devil, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, right, shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days, which is basically comes to a period of time that you're going to be under this tribulation, Jacob's trouble, right? Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life, right? He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death. Right? Right? Let's go over here to Isaiah chapter 36, verse 6. Okay. Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed, on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. Right? We just got a picture of that piercing, right? Just a little bit earlier. Where's the piercing at? Boom. Of the piercing. Okay? This is the piercing they're talking about, man. And pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, spiritual Sodom in Egypt, to all that trust in him. Right? See? So, my point being is that if you take this grapho, this digital ID that pertains to your money, your digital identification, your biometrics, okay, your passport, and your credits, okay, you're finished. You see what I'm saying? And this is it, you know. And you know, this is Satan. Every time I put out a fucking video, all hell goes loose. Everything goes wrong immediately. You just every time. Okay, they come in, interrupting me, all kinds of shit. So it's Satan trying to stop the word from getting out. That's all it is. Anyway, all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for pushing 100% truth who rule well, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.